All right, so do you want to know how to stop coming across as maybe needy or dull or boring or even worse yet, validation seeking when it comes to your ex, when it comes to your specific person, when it comes to your partner? That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be addressing this at the deep root level, so please stay tuned through to the end because I think you're going to find this incredibly helpful if you put this into action and implement this. By the way, please drop a comment if you saw this video previously and you've put this into action and you've had some great experience. I'd love to hear about your experiences down below in the comment section. Hey there, it's Clay with modernlove.life. So, I think a lot of people know instinctively in some level or other that they don't want to come across as needy or validation seeking or even boring or, attached to outcome or anything like that. I think we all intuitively know that that's not particularly attractive and that's not really going to set us up for having a great relationship. But how do you actually do that, right? How do you actually do that? And you may have seen other videos out there that give you like 1,000,001 things to memorize. And like we've talked about before, it's not really so much what you say and do, but who you're being when you're saying and doing it. That's most important. So, you don't have to, memorize a bunch of things like, never talk about yourself, only talk about them, be mysterious, play hard to get. Always wait 3 hours before texting back. Whatever it is that people are saying. Like, you don't want to do that because, like we talked about in a previous video, there's always going to be some sort of unanticipated situation that comes up where you're going to be put in a position, in a spot that you never imagined you'd be in, and then you're just going to be caught unprepared. And then in moments like that, that's when, if you are needy, if you are validation seeking, if you are attached to outcome, if you are any of these other things, that's when that's all going to come out and you're going to be found out, basically. And that can very easily destroy a lot of attraction, a lot of connection, and a lot of trust between you and your ex, your partner, your specific person. And so what you want to do is you want to be looking at your way of being on a deeper level. Okay, so like, what does that mean? What does it mean to have a way of being? So we all have a certain kind of energy, a certain sort of emotional state that we carry with us into our interactions, into our connections, and into our social situations. Some people are naturally outgoing and funny and all that sort of stuff, and hey, more power to you if that's who you naturally are. Some people are more introverted and more quiet and would rather have like a deeper focused conversation. And again, I know that oftentimes introverts get sort of ragged on a bit, but that's fine too. You go ahead and do that too if that's who you naturally are. Some of us are more private about things, some of us are more public about certain things, some of us are more open about this, some of us are more closed about that, some of us are more a little bit more happy and joyful and bubbly. Others of us are maybe a little bit more practical or pragmatic, and that's all fine. Like, each one of these things is going to have a certain effect, a certain energy. So if you don't want to come across as needy and desperate and validation seeking and all that sort of stuff, the obvious thing to do is to not be needy, desperate, and validation seeking. Okay, Clay, easier said than done. How do you actually go about doing all of that? I'm glad you asked, because we're going to get into that. By the way, if you like this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe to this channel. And make sure you hit that bell icon while you're subscribing as well, too. It helps us out, helps us with the old YouTube algorithm. But what you want to do is you want to start observing yourself. You want to start noticing how you're showing up in these situations. You want to start noticing what you're saying, what you're doing, and how you're coming across. And you want to do this in an objective way. I know that so many of us are, self-conscious about ourselves, and like, oh my goodness, like, I don't know if I'm cool because, someone humiliated me in high school or something like that, or, I don't know if I'm very good looking because, this thing happened or whatever. I know we can all be so hard on ourselves, but I want you to, as best as you can, be objective about this whole thing. And then what I want you to do is I actually want you to film yourself talking to, in your imagination, talking to your partner, your specific person, etc., as if it was real life. Okay? I want you to film yourself doing that in some sort of hypothetical situation as if it was real. And then I want you to go ahead and watch that recording. And how is it you come across? How is it you come across? How do you see yourself? Again, in an objective kind of way, not in a super critical, oh my God, I'm fat kind of way or anything like that. But like how do you actually view yourself? Do you come across as like, wow, it seems like I'm kind of closed off. Seems like I'm just sort of in my own little world here. It seems like I'm not even fully present. Okay, well that's probably something to start with. And also keep in mind that sometimes when we're having these hypothetical conversations with people, we are a little bit more honest than maybe we are in real life. We might be a little bit more expressive than maybe we might be in an actual conversation with someone. So kind of keep that in mind as well too. And ask yourself like, okay, is this actually how I think I would show up? If so, how's it coming across? If not, how is it I think I would actually come across? And can I try to embody that for the sake of this recording so that I can go back and look at it and see, hey, what might potentially be coming across as needy? What might potentially be coming across as validation seeking, etc. And that's going to really help you to start working on your way of being. Like, go ahead and actually gain some awareness over what's going on with you. Go ahead and gain some awareness over how you're showing up and see the response that you're able to get from it. And once again, please share your experience down below in the comments section. With that being said, thanks so much. Take care. And if you did like this video, once again, hit that thumbs up button and watch maybe this video up here next. Anyway, take care, and I'll talk to you later.